So this is testimonial for the pledge, by the way. I don't know if it's going to be clear from the beginning, so I just wanted to... If you had told me 2 years ago that I would be standing in a church today addressing all of you, I would have thought you were out of your mind. I spent a lot of time in my childhood with my grandparents. My maternal grandmother was educated in Catholic schools and had had a strained relationship with the nuns that were her teachers. She spent her adult life railing against them. My paternal grandfather was a refugee from the Spanish Civil War who had experienced firsthand how the Catholic Church collaborated with Franco in the fascist overtake of his country. So you can imagine what I said when my loving wife, Susie, casually suggested one day to go to a UU church service. To say that I was completely unenthusiastic is an understatement. You want to go where? Even though I knew nothing about the UU church, I knew I wanted to do nothing with any kind of church. Years passed, and Susie kept bringing it up. I now understood that it would have very little to do with what I thought I knew about churches or the practice of religion. But still, it did not appeal to me. When my daughter Maya turned 4, it was clear she very much enjoyed spending time with kids her own age. We would spend hours at playgrounds as a family on weekends, and quite frankly, it was getting old for me. So frankly, when Susie reminded me that Maya could make new friends her own age at the UU church, I said, okay, I'm willing to go. I thought, at least I get to sit for an hour during the service and daydream. I was so wrong. My expectations were so far from reality, and that was clear from the first 5 minutes we walked into this church for the first time. My first surprise was that Maya felt completely at home here, immediately. I cannot express how happy this made me feel. Another surprise was that I actually enjoyed the service. I did very little daydreaming. More than anything, I felt welcome and at ease. Since that first visit, I have been constantly inspired and comforted by this congregation, whether by being at the Sunday service, being part of the Immigration Justice Committee, or assembling the newsletter. It's just so incredible to witness so many people that care and volunteer. Susie and I, when talking about our fears, have said many times, the church has our back. I also now realize that on top of all the time and effort we all put into making this congregation work, we also need money. That's why our family is happy to pledge. We are so lucky and grateful to be a part of this community. You all mean a lot to us. Thank you.